What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another video. Let's get into it. Today's subject, I want to talk about letting go of things. Now, this is something in particular that I struggle with, whether it be things I own or grudges. Just letting go in general. I have a hard time with that, and I've been working on it recently, letting things go, I'm not a spiteful person, but I can hold a grudge a long time, and it's not good for your mental health, holding grudges, and thinking about stuff like that, and even holding on to things. I'm still getting used to it. I recently sold one of my vehicles, and I was sad about that, and it took me a minute to get over that. Still dealing with some nonsense behind that, but that's neither here nor there. Today, I made another giant step, and it may not seem like a very big deal to a lot of people, but I actually sold one of my comics today. I put a few of them on eBay to, get rid of. Not my most expensive or favorite ones, but they definitely have some value and they mean something to me. And the one that got bought was my Millennium Edition Batman #1 reprint, you know what I'm saying? CGC graded 9.6 for a comic. That's pretty good. It's very rare that you find a lot of comics that are above a 9.5 for the most part when they're graded. I mean, it happens, but especially with older condoms, for older comics. And this one came out in 2000, so, it's 21 years old. And it got graded a 9.6. But, I went to FedEx, and she was boxing up, and the lady, even with my mask on, she could tell I was having a little bit of anxiety about it. She's like, "You have a hard time letting stuff go, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I spent my money on it. I've taken care of it all these years, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "I totally understand. I used to collect comics, too." And, yeah, we had a long conversation about it. She told me about her favorite ones, the ones she had the hardest time letting go of when she did. Apparently, she dated him. She was with a man who owned part of a comics and collectible shop, so she had everything. And eventually, she just got rid of it. She said it was better to let go of it than to hold on to it. And I feel like the comic's going to go to a good home. Usually, comic book collectors, we're very careful, and we care about our things. But it's still hard to let those things go. But it is what it is. I doubled my profit on it, so I can't be mad about the money. The money was great. They paid for shipping and all that. That was in the price. So it was pretty much just all profit for me. So that's a win. But still, it was hard to let go of that. But I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I'm getting better with it. I've gotten rid of quite a few things because I'm trying to make room in my life for the new ventures and stuff I got going on. So the money I get from this comic will be going towards the clothing line and stuff like that. It'll be going towards my channel, of course, and a few other little things I got going on. And like I said, this money's not a lot, but everything I'm getting rid of, the money either is going towards something else or something having to do with my current business ventures. Because that's the ultimate goal, is to really become fully self-sustaining, my own boss, living comfortable, not having to work for another person. I have never knocked anybody having a job. Anybody who's known me knows I'm a hard worker, and when I come to work, I come to work. We're going to laugh and bullshit, but I'm always going to get my work done regardless. So I'm not against hard work, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Doing this is hard work, and I appreciate it. But I want everything that's coming to me to be mine. I have no issue with hard work. In fact, I'm trying to get a second job to supplement this income to make it grow faster. Because the more capital you have, the more you have to spend on yourself, the more you can invest in yourself. So I'm currently looking for a second. I'm not knocking it. But your hustle has got to elevate. In order for mine to elevate, I've got to make this money. So when I do find this job, almost all the money from the second job I get will strictly go into business. My business, the clothing, the YouTube channel, all that. My focus is I got a long-term goal, 2 years. 2 years to be fully self-sustaining and my own boss. That's all I want out of life. And like I said, I'm not trying to get super rich or crazy. I'm trying to live comfortably and be able to take care of me and mine and keep growing my money in other ventures. That's the goal. But right now, I got to get it all off the ground. You got to do the groundwork before you can start doing anything else. The foundation's got to be solid. I'm trying to get a solid foundation. My drive is there. And I feel like it's getting better with getting better with the weight loss journey and all that. My mind is clearer. I'm more focused. I feel great. And I just want to tackle it all and get it. I haven't had this kind of drive since I was probably 18 or 19. Seriously. And even then, my drive was way different when I was in the streets. This is like a street drive to me. Like, I have to get this done. I have to show that I can do this. I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong or anything like that. I'm trying to prove to myself that I have the ability to be my own boss. Because that's all I want. I want any of my money, any of my work paying off for me. My investment in myself. That's what I want. And another thing. Emotions. I'm not a very emotional person. So keeping emotions out of my business is easy. But I know a lot of people struggle with that. I know a lot of people that are in business with family. And if you've ever worked with family, you know emotions can run high. Because you're family. Families fight and bicker anyway. We all love each other, but we fight and bicker. So when it comes to business, Biggie said, keep your family and your business completely separated. It's a rule that's rarely followed because everybody wants to see their family members eat if they got something going, whether it be jobs, whether it be in the streets, whether everybody's in school together. Everybody wants everybody to eat and to win. But people can get resentful. People can get hateful. People can feel like they're not getting their proper due. And it just causes a lot of problems unless, the base of that business or whatever y'all are doing is solid. I've never fallen out with any family member behind any type of money situation ever because the foundation was always solid. Everybody knew what was what and we were all striving towards the same goals. And some of them worked out, some of them didn't. It happens. Wasn't nobody's fault, but stuff happens, And you can't hold grudges about that thing. Like I said, holding grudges is another thing. That comes with being emotional in business. You can't be mad at so-and-so because they don't want to work with you, but they go around the way and work with someone who you view as the competitor, the competition. It's just that's them doing their good business. You got to do your good business. And, you just got to do what makes sense for you just like they got to do what makes sense for them. Sometimes paths will cross, sometimes they won't. That's the business world, you know what I'm saying? Anybody's ever played Monopoly, you understand all about business, and I've seen Monopoly games get very, very personal, very quick. If you understand Monopoly and you understand the street hustle, you understand business. Because it's all business. Just different levels of business. Commodities and commerce, you know what I'm saying? Supply and demand. You learn all these things in the street. Capitalism. Taking over a corner. The more corners you have, the more capital comes your way. You got a monopoly on 10 blocks. Hey, looking to expand, you got to do what you got to do. You got to work with other people. You got to cut other people out. And it's never personal. It's always business. That's what leads to people getting in their feelings and everything on life is when people get in their feelings behind business. Because everybody thinks everything is personal. So you got to cut the emotions out of business. And like I said, I'm not an emotional person, but I can hold grudges. And I do have a hard time letting go of things, especially if they're mine and I worked for them. I don't like that. But certain sacrifices have to be made to get to the top, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to get to the top. I'm trying to get to where I feel like, okay, I'm good. Everything is moving autonomously, and I don't have to be directly involved, but to count this money and handle my business. That's what I want. Everything to be fully go, go, go. I got to touch and go everywhere, but everything pretty much can function on its own and bring in the revenue stream. Bring in the monies. So I can invest the money, so I can save the money, so I can handle other business with the money. Just to keep growing. Like I said, I'm not trying to be, the man with the mansion and the wraith outside. You know what I'm saying? If I should so happen to get that good and that rich and that paid, great. If not, and I just live a comfortable life the rest of my life, but the wealth still grows, and eventually when I have kids, it helps my kids, and my kids can see that, your pops came from the bottom for real, and look where he's at now. He might not be the richest man in the world, but he ain't the brokest no more. And, I just want to, and I want, my friends and family and everybody to see that, putting in work, which we all understand, we all have a very, very, very meticulous grind for the most part. So none of us are afraid of hard work, and none of us are afraid to get out there and get it the best we can. So, but I just want to show everybody that it's great to have that drive, but let's put that drive into our own businesses, into ourselves, invest in ourselves, create that generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? That's the eventual goal, of course, with all this. It's generational wealth. That way, what I build, my kids can build on, my family can build on, and their family can build on, and it just keeps going. That's the ultimate goal. And that takes work. There's no age limit on success. A lot of people have talked to me and said, well, you're 31. Why did you wait till 31 to start doing all this? Because honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Still kind of don't. I just want to see if I can do these things, if I like doing these things. If I like doing something, I'll stick with it. If I don't like it, I tried. It wasn't for me. But I'm not quitting at anything. It's just that wasn't my lane. So there's no age limit on success. I could be doing this until I'm 50. Who knows? That might not be the time until it starts to pay off. You just never know with these things. I could blow up tomorrow. It could take 2 years. It could take 3 years. What matters is, are you willing to put in that work? I could have done this in my late teens, early 20s. I chose to go a different path with that time. But that doesn't mean I can't circle back. And I can't, if I choose to go back to school, I can go back to school whenever I want. I went back to school and got my GED. Supposed to graduate in 2008. Didn't get my GED till 2016. Alright? It's never too late. And that's where I learned that it's never too late to change, because in that GED class, there was people aging from ages 17 all the way to people in their 50s in that class. So some of them kept going to college. I went to college a little bit. I got a year and a half under my belt. College is cool. I don't mind it. I might go back one day. You never know. But stop letting people tell you what you can and can't do because of your age limit. That's crazy to me. Can't nobody tell me what to do with my time. I'm investing in my time and in me. What I do with that is my business. You can agree or disagree. That's your choice. I'm not here to say whether someone's right or wrong. I'm just here to tell you how I do it. Am I perfect? Of course not. No one is. But I feel comfortable with where I'm at in this avenue right now and growing and learning. I'm learning so much. I'm working on trying to figure out this whole LLC thing so I can officially start my company and it literally be mine. That's the goal. Like, I just want to see my name on something, man. That seems like it's so cool to me. Like, owner, CEO, whatever it is of this. Sole proprietor. That's just what I want, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to say, even if my business never is huge, I can say, yo, this is my business. I own this. This is me. and it shows that my investments in myself are paying off. Uh, I imagine it'll feel the same way I felt when I actually did get my diploma, my GED. I didn't think walking across that stage and getting that piece of paper, I didn't think I'd feel so excited. And as soon as I got that paper and it said New Mexico High School Equivalency certificate, I lost it, bro. I shed a tear. When I was walking across that stage, I was so giddy. And I don't get giddy and nervous. I was nervous and giddy, and took this picture with the freaking professor, and my family was there, and my moms and grandma were crying, and yeah, it was crazy. It's a feeling I'll never forget, and I'm still proud of that moment. I knew I could do it, but it's just the fact that I did it. I think that's another thing that helped kind of break my procrastination cycle is when I actually did the GED program. It paid off, and like I said, I hope this pays off. Once I get my LLC and everything in line, I hope that all starts paying off. Let me move up in them tax brackets a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you just gotta learn to let stuff go, keep your emotions out of business, and do what you feel is best for you. If that's working every day at 9 to 5, do it. If it's starting your own thing, do it. If it's working at 9 to 5 and starting your own thing, do it. Never stop the grind. Never stop the hustle. If you want to work 3-4 jobs and then come home at night and just work on what you want to do, that's great. Do it. No one's stopping you. The only person stopping you is you. And I'm not letting me stop me no more. So, y'all look towards some changes. If y'all see my business page pop up, just know that I got that LLC on lock and I'm ready to take the next step in what I'm doing. So that's the next goals. Along with the weight loss journey, I still can't weigh, but I'm feeling great, looking great, you know what I'm saying? Got that, yeah, y'all can't even do that. You can't hit that right there. Nah, I'm playing. But, yeah, y'all have a great day, great week, great month, great year, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.